Hey everybody, Joe, Redneck Collector, coming at you with another video. Haven't done a video in a little bit. Got a chance to get out of town. Took the family on vacation up near the Chicago area to Great Wolf Lodge. Had a lot of fun, and then spent an evening in Chicago downtown. Took the kids to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. So it was a great family trip, and good getaway. Chicago in January, maybe not the most seasonally correct choice we've made for a vacation spot, but Great Wolf Lodge was kind of like an oasis. But also while we're up there, I got a chance to go into, based on my good friend Brian, who grew up in the Gurney, in where the Great Wolf Lodge was at. They're kind of, I guess, northwest of Chicago, if I'm thinking correctly. But right down the road is Waukegan, Illinois, and he's like, you got to go check out Jim and Steve's Sports Cards. So I had a little bit of time. My wife wanted to go shopping, so took my son, and we headed over. It was only like maybe 10 minutes away. We were right down the road from it, and went in Jim and Steve's Sports Cards. So if you've never been in there, you're anywhere near it, I would say go check it out for sure. I didn't buy anything. That was mainly just because, vacation, budgeting, just, I don't know if it was the owner. There was multiple people working there, but he was a super nice guy. Showed me some cards that they took in. I had some vintage that I was interested in, but just budget-wise wasn't in the cards. I will say that the shop, from an organizational level, if your OCD is going to give you fits, they had stuff everywhere. I loved it. I loved every minute of it. That to me feels like, what a card shop should be. But it's definitely, some people would call it a little bit of a messy environment. But Jim and Steve Sports Cards was cool. Definitely would say check that out if you're in the neighborhood. The other thing I want to do before I get into some cards, because this is really just going to be about pickups. I've gotten a ton of pickups. No, nothing major, but some of these go back to before the first of the year with the post office, the way they've been running. But I'm going to flip the camera around and show you those since I have so many cards and I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to flip that around in a minute. But before I do that, a couple other things that I wanted to do is I want to give a couple shout outs. I've not done that really on my channel because I consider myself a new channel, but I've been lucky enough to get, I think I'm at like 230 subscribers at this video's time. So very, very cool. Appreciate everybody who's liked and subscribed to my channel. But a couple other channels that are new. There's actually a lot. I'm going to maybe try to do more of these. But a couple that stand out to me just on my mind today, watching some videos. I've been catching up on videos. I'm way behind on videos. Being on vacation, as many people as I follow out there, so much great content. It is hard to keep up. I haven't tried the 2x speed thing yet or anything like that. I don't know that I will. But anyway, if I haven't said anything on any of your videos lately, sorry, I had to shady button somebody there for a minute. It's just because I haven't had a chance to catch up. So, but I will. But a couple channels that I want to shout out. One of them is Jay at Average Vintage Collector. If you haven't checked him out, I think Jay, you're up to over 100 already. You're on fire. Keep doing it. You're making some great videos. Check Jay out. Very, very cool. Passion comes through. Enjoy your channel very much. So check out Jay, Average Vintage Collector. I wrote these down, so I'm hoping I'm saying them right, like no hashtags or anything, or underscores, I should say. I don't think in that one. But another one is another newer channel that I've been enjoying, and that is Brad at Shy Socks Cardboard. I think Brad has around 30 subscribers. He's done several videos. If I remember correctly, Brad, you're kind of new back to the hobby somewhat recently, so check out Brad at Shy Socks Cardboard as well. Really enjoying your videos. So I'll try to do my best to remember to get these links to these channels somewhere down below in mine. So other thing I'm excited about, I'm really excited about this, is Banana Ball is coming to St. Louis. Savannah Bananas, I'm sure most everybody who's watching is probably familiar with them. They're like the Harlem Globetrotters of baseball. They're doing like a world tour, Banana Ball tour or something like that. They're coming to Busch like early April. Well, sometime back in the fall, you had to register for tickets. So my wife and I both registered along with some friends, and my wife and I got chosen for the next phase, which who knows, it's something where, you get a chance to log in at a certain time and get tickets. But I'm excited about that. Banana Ball, very, very excited about it. Hoping that I get tickets. They look like a lot of fun. Really look forward to maybe getting a chance to go for myself, but I think my kids would get a kick out of it. But anyway, that's enough bantering. Haven't done a video in a while. Had to get this stuff off my chest. I am going to spin the camera around. I'm going to show you some cards that I picked up, and it's a very eclectic mix. If you've watched me before, it's very eclectic, like always. So let's spin it around and let's look at some cards. All right, so let's take a look at some of these cards. I will say the first that I'm going to show you were just some more modern stuff that I picked up at my LCS here recently. And some of it, I have to blame some of this probably on Brett Richards and Shane over at Shoebox Legends for, they show so much modern stuff that I just can't get away from the good stuff. They show good modern stuff, I should say. So really going to blame them for influencing me on a few of these, maybe not all of them, but a few of these definitely influenced by watching their videos. And, up until the last year or year and a half, I used to buy a lot more modern. But anyway, here we go. First card. Thought this was cool. This Mr. 3000, Ricky Henderson. This is out of, I'm not even sure what year Donruss this is, but it is numbered. It's numbered to 99. I just thought it was a good looking card. And for these cards I'm going to show you, I probably gave somewhere around about $1 and a half for them. This, I'm not even sure what year Upper Deck. This would have been a year I wasn't collecting, but this was a Legendary All-Stars Joe DiMaggio. It is also numbered to $4.99, and I just thought it was a cool looking card. This I thought was really, really cool. What a neat image. And I think this is 2001 Upper Deck Company Hall of Records. And it is a Josh Gibson, obviously a staged pose that very popular back in the day. But just really, really cool. Gibson doesn't really have any playing days cards. Even some of his non-playing day stuff is really hard to find. So once again, for a reasonable pickup, I went ahead and got that. It's not numbered. And then this, I'd seen this card many, many times. Just always managed to not pick it up. I don't know. This is an Upper Deck Black Diamond of the Babe. And I just think with that black, shiny background, just a cool image of the Babe. Yeah, just thought I would have to bring that one home. And then this was not from the LCS. This was an eBay pickup, but this is my man, Mason Wynn, shortstop of my St. Louis Cardinals, one of the bright spots, hopefully one of the young bright spots we have on our team. And this is a 2024 Topps Chrome, and it's an X-Fractor. I love the X-Fractor parallels. I've bought a lot of X-Fractors, still have some on my watch list on eBay, and really enjoy the X-Fractor parallel. So it was a cheap pickup. I think that was about a $4 card. And then look at this. This is a 2022 Topps Chrome Platinum Larry Doby. Just with the 53 design, but then the black and white sparkle. It's not numbered or anything like that, but just an awesome card. Larry Doby being one of my PC players, one of my focus players. Just really couldn't say no to this. Once again, like a $2.50 card. Maybe I might have paid $1 shipping. I don't even remember, but had to have this one. So very cool. Proof that even modern cards with non-playing days, they can be really, really awesome. So I'm going to clear these off. Got some more stuff coming out. Now this next lot I bought is a lot of some tall boy basketball. I paid $12 for this lot. First couple cards here. I'm not even sure who Dick Garrett is. I'm not familiar with him. Somebody might be able to tell me more about Dick Garrett, but I don't know. Same thing with Bob Kaufman. I wasn't familiar with him. He kind of looks like, the big guy that was the bad guy in Goldfinger? James Bond villain. Anyway, those are in it. But then after that, it gets a lot better. Look at that. These cards are in like VG condition. If I'm, most of them are VG condition. But this Nate Thurmond, Hall of Fame. I just think these are awesome cards. Got Jerry Lucas, also Hall of Fame. Don Nelson, Hall of Fame. Now, my basketball knowledge isn't as extensive as baseball. I believe he's in for, more his coaching ability than anything. But still, basketball Hall of Famer, can't beat that. But this is really the thing that caught my eye in this $12 lot for this is, look at that, Havlicek rookie card. Does have some paper loss there, like another card was stuck to it, but still, $12 for a beautiful basketball lot, even a couple, guys that I'm not heard of. 6 cards overall, so what does it average out to? $2 a card plus shipping. Cannot beat that, especially Havlicek, Thurman, Lucas, Nelson. Very, very cool as I knocked my stands down. I just couldn't pass that up for 12 bucks. I talked about this a while back. I'm reading the October 1964 book by David Halberstram. And books are really I'm having so much fun collecting cards of players in some of these books I'm reading. So Glory of Their Times, definitely got some stuff coming there that I'll be doing videos on here soon. The Gas House Gang, that was my last video. I picked up some awesome Gas House Gang cards. I've got some more of those coming. But had to start in on, I didn't have this 1964 Ken Boyer. And, it's got some touch corners, It's not a perfect card, but look at the centering on that. It's a nice 64 card. I think this was like all in, I was about $6 in this card. So cannot beat that. And I'm enjoying, that 64 book. I'm not, maybe I'm roughly only about halfway through, just haven't had time to read as much, but definitely influencing some of my eBay searches is for some more of these 64 Cardinals and Yankees cards that I do not have. So more to come with that, I'm sure. Now, here is another one of my, focus players, PC players, if you will, and that is Hank Aaron. And this beautiful, fairly well-centered 1962 All-Star was a card I did not have. And I scored this. I think I'm all in on this card for 35 bucks, which isn't the biggest smoking deal in the world, but this card is probably a solid 5. And the fact that it was centered so well, really, really enjoyed it. So happy to have that. It'll eventually go get graded to be part of my Hank Aaron graded run. And then another 1968. I've been picking up some 68s. My last video I showed those off. Well, this was from the same seller. He listed this. I ended up getting this for a pretty good price. I think this was around 30 or 35 bucks. And in, this condition, not perfectly centered, but the centering is definitely not bad. Pretty sharp card. I think it's probably about a 5 all day long. Happy to have it. And also from the same seller was beautiful 1972. I think it's on the semi-rigid. Once again, centering's not terrible on it. Decent shape. And I think I gave back centering is a little bit to be desired, but I think both of those Mays were about 50 bucks all in shipped. So cannot beat that. Next card, I might have overpaid a little bit for this, but man, look at the centering on it. I needed a 57 Dobie for my run. He's another one of my focus players, PC players. I'm working on the Larry Dobie run, and the centering on it is just flat amazing. Now, it's a little bit of a rough cut. Looks like it was cut at the OPC factory north of the border there somewhere with the butter knife, but man, the centering on it just can't be beat. Back centering is maybe a little off, but I think I gave 35 for this. So maybe overpaid a little bit for a card that's, maybe going to be a 5, but the eye appeal on it, it's just off the charts. Love it, love it, love it. Next card, same thing. I probably overpaid for this a little bit. I think I gave like $22 for this, but it's centered pretty well. Top to bottom's off a little bit, maybe a little bit of a diamond tilt to it, but I love Killebrew. I love the 61 top set. A lot of people think of it kind of generic, but I really enjoy the 61 set. So I really enjoy this image with the 1,000-yard stare from the killer. Thinking about all those home runs he's going to hit, has hit, and will hit. So had to have this card as well. And then the last thing I'm going to show, along with these beautiful cards that I've showed you today, is a gift. It was a kind of a belated Christmas gift, if you will, from my good friend Chris. He did not have to do this, but stopped by the other day. I'm lucky to have friends like Chris that I've made here nearby. He is not a YouTuber, but he's active on here, watches videos. So Chris, hope you see this, and just know how thankful I am for this gift and your friendship. This is really awesome. He knows I'm a Yogi guy, and I needed a Yogi Berra autograph. So beautiful 1987 tops. Also, this is the set that started it all with me, 87. Yogi's out there laughing. It's the Astros leaders card from when he was coaching with the Astros. Beautiful wood grain. So happy to have this. And Chris, thank you so much. As I knock over some other cards, it's okay. Thank you again for this awesome gift. So happy to have this in my Yogi, who is another one of my Focus players that I just absolutely love picking up any of these cards. And my first Yogi autograph. Had not managed to get an autograph of his yet, so happy to have this. So thanks again, Chris. And thank you all for watching as I tear up the stands. Went through all these pickups here. I've got more pickups for some other videos and some other stuff coming in. But this is kind of a rundown of where I'm at so far this year with my pickups. So thank you all so much. Appreciate you. And we'll see you on the next one.